This is Hidden Killers with Tony Bruschi.
A 30-year-old Rhode Island man has pled guilty in federal court to luring a 12-year-old girl from her home in middle school, sexually assaulting her, and then attempting to hire a hitman from prison to silence her. Chandler J. Cardente, already a registered sex offender, entered the plea Thursday to 3 charges: enticement of a minor, committing a felony while required to register, and interstate murder for hire. Acting U.S. Attorney Sara Miron Bloom announced. Online deception and abduction is another big part of this. Investigators say Cardente posed as a 17-year-old on social media to befriend the Burrillville middle school student in the fall of 2021. On December 10th, after classes left out, the girl walked across a soccer field through nearby woods and climbed into Cardente's car on Route 102. When the child was reported missing, Burrillville police tracked her online messages and identified Cardente as the man that she was with. Realizing officers were closing in, he pushed the girl from the vehicle on Jefferson Boulevard in Warwick. Warwick police soon found her curled up on the roadside. She told officers she had been assaulted. Plot hatched behind bars. That's the thing about this. This is where it all got put together. Cardente was arrested later that day in Carston and booked into the Adult Corrections Institute. While awaiting trial, he phoned what he believed was a go-between for a contract killer, offering $200 cash and about $1,500 in equipment to ensure the girl ended up dead because he said she was a witness. The contractor was actually an undercover police officer recording the call. Prior record and penalty, Cardente had previously been convicted in state court of child molestation and was under lifetime registration requirements when he committed the new crimes. Federal prosecutors say he now faces mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison on the enticement count alone, with potential decades more because of the murder for hire scheme and his status as a registered offender. He remains held without bail at the ACI. Sentencing is scheduled for April 23rd in U.S. District Court, where Cardente also faces separate state charges stemming from the assault and abduction. Can't we just kill him? Can't we just...
Oh, my God, this guy makes me sick.
This is one where why? Why do we keep him around? What's the point?
This is a 12-year-old child that he manipulated. He doesn't even see her as human.
No.
Like, she's just an object to him. I can, have my way with her, molest her, and then I don't want her to testify against me, so I'll just have her killed. Like,
you got it all there.
Also, like, this guy is twisted. And honest to God, I don't see there's any redeeming somebody like this. He's never going to see anybody who could do the things he's done anyway. And my guess is it's not this one child.
You think?
Yeah. But it just makes me so sick. Like, he doesn't care. It's all about him. What he needs to do.
Well, and it's our system, how fucked up it is. Like, okay, you need to register, and we're never going to follow up on this. and you register, great. There's so many ways that you can get around that in the system, or just in society, without people finding out. There's certain things you are supposed to do, but do a lot of them do it? No. It all depends on your state, too.
People who and this happens all the time, they get caught too by making these calls. Like, they don't think people are listening.
I don't know if they're that stupid. Do they want to get caught? Is that part of the thing I don't know. But we have such a system that just doesn't punish these people well enough when they do get caught, and there's so many that just never get caught. And it's just an irredeemable thing for me. I'd rather, sometimes murder feels less bad.
When it comes to this guy.
Yeah.
And people like him because I don't see, you could send him to prison for 25 years,
Yeah.
and he's not going to come out any different.
No. I'm all about throwing a death sentence on crimes like this. Why not? There's no redeemable quality. There's nothing good that will ever come of people like this. It's in them. It's what they're attracted to. And that's a very broken brain. I mean, we all have the people that we're attracted to, and hopefully it's not children, but for some people it is. I mean, have you ever changed who you're attracted to? I think most of us know what we're interested in.
And there's no compassion. It's with someone like this, they see these children as just objects for their own gratification. It has nothing, they don't care about the well-being of the child, about how they're going to damage this child for life. This poor little girl, like what she's gone through, and this guy was going to kill her.
Yeah.
At least that's what he wanted.
Because she's a witness.
Yeah.
Here's $200. Is that what kills go for? $200?
And $1,500 in equipment. Okay. I don't know what the equipment was.
I wonder what that equipment was. Go into the pantry. I got a Ninja.
And I've got some welding tools that you could put on eBay for some money.
I have an Instapot in the basement. I only use it for chili once a year. Who knows?
It just makes me absolutely sick. And this guy should never see the light of day again.
No. I mean, doesn't Florida have a law now about this? Where it is a possible death sentence for...
I hadn't heard that.
Let me look, because I don't want to be wrong, but I believe there is something to that. Let's take a look here.
Oh, I think you're right. Because this article that I just looked at, there was a May 1 bill signing, I think last year.
Yeah, there is. Florida does have a law allowing the death penalty in child sexual battery cases, even when the victim wasn't killed. If the victim is under 12 and the offender is 18 or older, Governor DeSantis signed into law in May of 23, actually, and officially went into effect May 1st of 23. So there you go. I'm cool with that one. And I'm not a conservative.
Actually, I don't think those people can ever change how warped they are.
No, this to me is
they're
not
always going to abuse children.
Yeah. It's not a right or a left issue. It's a human issue. And
these children grow up really damaged. It changes who they are.
Yeah. That's why these people say, you do it, you did it, we can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. Bye-bye.
Just makes me sick.
We need more bodies for science. Send them there,
Yeah.
Whatever. Use it for something good, because there'll be nothing good that will ever come of anyone who's out there doing that. Yeah. Another fun story. That wasn't out of Florida, though, was it?
No.
Yeah. All right. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments on YouTube, and be sure to press subscribe. We'll talk again real soon.
Craving non-stop true crime updates? Press subscribe now and get the latest cases, analysis, and expert commentary delivered straight to your feed. Only from the Hidden Killers podcast and True Crime Today.